Heal and transform your life with Touch for Health. Energy balances. A system of balancing energy, posture, and attitude towards positive life goals. A system of simple self-help techniques. Some people call it their first aid kit. Why? Because when you look inside, you will find relief, remedies, solutions, tools for all your needs. Relief from headaches, stiff, achy joints, muscle cramps and spasms. Other things, like if you need a boost of energy, there's a remedy in there. If you need to calm down and feel peaceful, you can find relief. I call it my tool bag. Now, first I said, where's the bag? Well, I'm the bag. And some people call me an old bag. I know some of you might not realize that I'm old. I'm actually over sexy. Oh, you've heard this before. Over sexy years old. In fact, on September 11th, I'll be sexy too, which is old enough to get my pass for at the parks, which officially I would say calls me old. Now, simple self-help techniques to help you relax, renew, and recharge. Rather than trying to explain this wonderful stuff to you, let's just do a technique. This technique, the auricular exercise, will help you to listen. It will stimulate your listening, help you to absorb new information, speak better, stand up straighter, help you to breathe deeper, and loosen up your neck. Now, in order for you to really feel, I'd like to invite you to check in first with some pre-checks before we do this technique. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
First, I'd like to invite you to turn your neck from side to side and notice. And let's use a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being, that feels really good. Goes down if you have pain, and you might want to even rate each side. As I imagine some of you have a stiffer side. Now have a deep breath. How deep is that right now and relaxed? I see some not so deep. Close your eyes and check in to how clear do you feel right now? How energized are you? How much are you feeling like listening to me? Now, the auricular exercise, and in simple language, it's an ear massage. We're going to rub our ears. Now, hang on. I want to be unison. I'd like to invite you all to become rubbers with me, and rub our ears together. We'll start at the top where the ear is connected, and we're going to put your index finger and your thumb together like this and make a little rubby thing, kind of like you was rubbing a booger.
Rubbing a booger?
A booger. But instead, we will put our ear in our hand, and then little rubby-dubby, and gently pinching and pulling the ear all the way down to the end, Just gentle now. Pinch and pull. Coming down here to the end. Give it a little tug. Now let's do that 3 times. Feeling better already, aren't you? Pinch and pull, a little rubby-dubby, and a little pulley-woolly, a little tuggy-wuggy. I'm feeling better. Have a deep breath. A little deeper. Some deeper. How's that neck now? Move your neck from side to side. A little not so crunchy. Now, here's a little extra to that technique. Do you have a stiffer side? Anybody have one stiffer side? Okay. We'll take the ear to the stiffer side and the hand, and we look to your stiffer side and rub the ear one more time. So my stiffer side was this one. So I'm going to take that ear, and I'm going to look in that direction while I pinch and pull, stretch the ear. Nicely. Now be gentle.
I pull my ears all the time, but not systematically.
And now's your chance to get some system in there. Does that feel better?
Yes.
Yes. Simple self-help techniques. Your powerful tools are actually your hands. That's all you need. Touch for Health Energy Balance starts out by setting a goal. A positive, affirming statement. Then balancing towards your desired outcome. Focusing on the whole body, mind, spirit, the whole person. Touch for Health uses what they call the triangle of health. My little triangle? I practiced really hard for that. One side of the triangle, structural, physical. Another side of the triangle, your chemical, the food you eat, or the poisons you use or get put on you from the government. We'll save that for another time.
Post that part.
And the third side of the triangle is mental, spiritual, emotional. We realize that you cannot separate your emotions from your body. Just to prove a point, I like to just play a little game. I like to play games. But let's see if you can guess how I'm feeling or what I'm thinking by my body language. Okay, here's a pose.
Oh, well,
Do I look happy? No, I didn't look happy. No, you could tell. And if I was going like this,
I don't know what that
me either. How about if I do this? Body language. Touch for Health begins with a goal in mind, because every thought you think affects this. This is my thoughts. My thoughts. Balancing posture and attitude. Well, one and the same. My attitude, my posture. Muscle balancing, muscle testing, using the muscle testing to guide the process. Muscle testing, a phenomenon, first started in the 30s by a husband and wife chiropractic team for an assessment tool to determine damage to muscles due to strokes or injuries. 30 years later, it grew in popularity. That by the 1960s, many chiropractors and physical therapists and doctors used it in their practice. One of those doctors, Dr. George Goodhart, used it regularly. He began noticing why some muscles that appeared weak could be fully restored with touch reflexes. That's a chiropractor's word for massage. Rub. He also realized that just holding points could affect the muscle. This aroused his curiosity so much that he got together a group of colleagues to study this phenomenon of muscle testing. They called it kinesiology, the science of muscle testing. Together they became the first applied kinesiology college. Indeed. One of those chiropractors, Dr. John Thie, said, "Ooh, this is really good. And this is simple. There's no reasons why regular people couldn't use this. Mothers to help their children, for the family, so families could take charge of their own health." Dr. Goodhart said, "Well, if that's your desire, you go right ahead and do that." So John Thie did just that. He put that together in a book, a big fat book. Put together the muscle tests and the corrections, married the Chinese acupuncture theory, the 5-element theory, to the Western philosophies to show how the muscles related to your organs, your emotions, and a meridian pathway, an energy pathway. Does anybody ever know about meridians?
Yes.
You do. You've had some acupuncture, some people. Anybody who's never heard of the word meridian? Oh, well, we have no like, oh, here. Those doctors realized that when muscle testing first began, it was just to check the integrity of the muscle. Then, they realized the muscles could talk. Did you know your muscles could talk?
Yeah.
And sometimes they scream. When the first time I had a muscle test was by our famous Dr. Carla Hannaford, Jamila, who happens to be an international teacher of the teachers. She asked me if I'd like a balance. Of course. She had me hold up my arm and began asking me questions, pushing on my arm. First my arm would be strong, then it would go weak. I was baffled by this. Very amusing that I could feel the strength change according to my thoughts. Now, I'd like to demonstrate, much easier a demonstration, a visual, than to ramble on and on with big words. I'd like to invite my friend Linda Carroll up to be my volunteer. Thank you. Give everybody, you live in a little gushy. She was so kind. She's my friend from Toastmasters.
All right.
So I'm going to have Linda hold her arm out like this so everybody can see. See too, and I'm going to push like so. This is a little muscle check. And now I just apply light pressure. And I'm going to ask Linda to tell us her name. Say, my name is Linda.
My name is Linda.
I'm going to push. Now say, my name is John.
My name is John.
Doesn't stay up. Let's see if it reads her mind. Tell me, it's raining out.
It's raining out. Lie, that's a lie.
I call it the truth detector. Woo! It got me excited. The truth detector, because I heard like it works like a lie detector. So what better way? It's a truth detector. Let's show how. Hold that arm up. I like to show the power of energy flow by whoosh. And I push. I'll push 2 hands, and then take away her energy. Seriously, now, that was real, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Check this out. I love doing funny magic stuff. Scaring people. No. I had so much fun with this with a group of Japanese young ladies. Here, have some energy. I say, here, have a little energy. Push. Now, I'm going to take that energy, I'm going to put it over there. I'm going to give it to the church. Now she had no energy left. Okay, fine. There you go. May have your energy back. Oh, is that amazing? Would you like to do one more? Are you willing and able?
Oh, sure.
I'd like to show a group activity that how other people's energy affects us if we let it.
Okay.
So first, I'll have you, first I'm going to push in the clear, we call that, so you can see your arm is strong. And then let's do this one too. Put your arm right there. I'm going to pull here. And let's also do the knee. Bring your leg up for the quadricep check and a little out here further, a little further. And I'm going to push nice and strong. Now, everybody frown and scowl at Linda just for a second. Okay, now. Well, that's enough now, children. That's enough. Now, try hold that arm.
Oh.
Try that.
Quick, give her love.
Oh, wait, no, just wait. We got to show.
Sorry.
And it doesn't matter. It turned her off, didn't it? Every muscle in the body can go weak by that. Now, a little protection device. All you've got to do is think, I'm a good person.
I'm a good person.
And if you want to add a little bit more, you can zip up your energy field. Like imagine it's a zipper and lock it there. Your invisible shield. Doom, doom, doom. Now, try. No, wait, first try scowl. Oh, I think she could laugh this time. Didn't affect you, did it, that time?
No.
All right, well, thank you.
We need to give her some love.
Give her, give her some love. Thank you.
I didn't probably stand on that.
Thank you, Linda, for showing us that.
My pleasure.
Muscle testing, or in Touch for Health, we actually call it muscle monitoring, because we're not really checking anymore, testing the muscle strength. We're talking to the muscle. We're unlocking the door to your subconscious, accessing your innate wisdom through muscle monitoring. It was muscle monitoring that gave me the confidence and clarity to make choices, big, scary choices that benefited me and the universe. Muscle testing or muscle monitoring helped me to identify an ugly monster of emotional garbage, emotional imprinting, some software I downloaded when I was in my youth, my teens. Through muscle monitoring, I was able to identify the time exactly when I downloaded that program, and through the help of some of the simple techniques, I knew I had released that energy blockage, that ugly monster software programming called unworthy. Nuff, no nuff in Hawaiian. Not enough, not good enough, not smart enough, not pretty enough, not tall enough, short enough, fat enough, thin enough, not enough. 40 years, my life ruled by emotional imprinting. One day, in a Touch for Health balance, I released that energy blockage. And at that moment, all of a sudden, my whole life, I understand, I see now why for 25 years I stayed in this miserable marriage. Proving to myself I was unworthy. Proving daily, on a daily basis of my unworth. I know. I've been told, like, I'm really slow, 25 years. Did you have any idea when you were having to stop at the park on the way home and eat Valium and do brain gym before you went home? I realized that I'm sure I stayed those last 8 years because I learned nonviolent communication then. I learned a lot of great communication skills. 80808. Fresh from a Touch for Health class, that's where it all happened. I decided to review Touch for Health levels 1 through 4. And right in the middle, that happened. I went home, or rather, I came home, and I said, I want a divorce, and I'm leaving in the morning, and I'll be back to get my stuff. I did. I walked out that morning with confidence, clarity. I knew the right thing. This was the right thing. When I released that energy blockage, the energy doth flow. And when the energy is a-flowing, balance happens. When the chi flows freely, balance happens. When you are in alignment with you, when you are in an energy balance, you rock. You got stamina. You've got wit. You've got abundance in all things. You're able to make decisions, choices that will benefit you. Best of all, you're able to connect with your life's purpose. You receive a greater understanding to the reason for your being. Because I want to nurture and support my Mother Earth and my Mother Earth loving tribe members. That's you. I'm going to make it easy for you. Touch for Health energy balances are now half price, half off for the month of August, making that only $25. And if you sign up for 3, I'm going to donate half of that back to the New Thought Center.
Wow.
Because
Swami.
I want to share because of what's happened in my life. My life went from drowning in misery to the happy life I'm living now. Yes. The simple Touch for Health technique. Now, place where you can go where the lights are low. And you don't have to go downtown. That place is just downstairs. You can find balance just downstairs. I invite you to try touch your health energy balance. And maybe you'll be the next person standing up here telling us your healing